How's it going, YouTube? I thought I'd do a video. So, quick update. Yeah, like everybody else, I'm in my backyard practicing. The only difference being is now that I have a backyard. Now I actually have a backyard. I'm up in Toronto for a little bit. So I'm actually staying at where I grew up, and it's been fun. I'm also playing golf. Sorry, someone's driving by. I'm also practicing in the backyard where I learned how to play golf, so it's pretty fun. So a lot of full circle there. So I'm just hitting wedges. I have some rubber balls to hit a little fuller shots, and I'm just working on drills. Those drills that George Gankis assigned to me in my lesson. It's a little chilly up here, but it's not terrible. I'm just sitting outside. It's sort of middle of the day, so it'll probably warm up in the afternoon. I'll get a chance to come back out. So yeah, I'm just working on chipping, which is great. I've actually got grass to chip on, which is a luxury, even if it's like spring unmown grass. Like, to be able to just sit and figure out how to make contact with a ball. If you have access to grass, like, boy oh boy, use it as much as you can, because up in the Northeast we do not have that. I don't have a practice short game area at Bethpage State Park where I play, and like most ranges up in the Northeast, they're mats. So, and most ranges today. So if you can get onto a situation regularly where you can just hit balls off grass, I know that sounds pretty obvious. Why would I practice if I'm not practicing off of grass? Well, a lot of people don't get to practice off grass. So if you are one of those people that get to do it, don't take it for granted. Like, enjoy it and use it, because going from mats to grass is always, I found, a transition. So that's why I go out to the yellow course at Bethpage and just drop as many balls as I can and just sit in the middle of the fairway and 5-irons, or like drop like 6 balls at the 100-yard marker and hit 52, so I can practice hitting off grass, and just drop like 10 balls around the green and go hit different little pitches. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on the stuff George Gankis sent me on the full swing. There's my old schoolyard right behind me that actually I can't, even with the rubber balls, I can't, like the little foam balls, I can't hit a full 5-iron in here. It's it just goes through the fence at the end. I mean, it's pretty long. Like, I don't know, it's about 65 yards, which is pretty great. But yeah, maybe I'll go over there and try to hit a couple full swings with the rubber ball and see what's going on with that. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else other than I just thought I'd say I'm doing what everybody else is doing. So maybe you're in an area of the country that courses are open. I know New York State open state courses, and private courses I think are open. Not having a car, I don't want to risk taking public transit, as a sort of obviously not an essential way need to choose transit. So I probably won't be taking the train out there. Maybe I'll rent a zip car a couple days if I go. I'm supposed to go back to 26, fingers crossed. Even though the border's closed, it's apparently open for. I have a new work visa. I get a work visa every year, if I wasn't clear about that in last year's video. So I hope, knock on wood, I get back. They're still apparently running tournaments. All the tournaments are running, so I don't know how comfortable I am playing. Tournament golf is hard enough, let alone trying to remember not to be close to people. And I think I got the virus back. I remember, I don't know if you were hearing me sort of talk about sniffling and coughing in the last video. Like, I sort of got the virus in March. Actually, on my way back from Bethpage, probably. They sort of started doing, I thought it was at the flu at the time, and they've sort of figured out recently that the cases the initial cases in the New York City area were probably out there a lot earlier. So I'm assuming I got it. I'm assuming. I mean, it was just the flu. Like, it was. I mean, it was a bad flu, but I wasn't experiencing some of the things that other people were experiencing. A few of my friends have got it, and one was just tired. So it's really weird that, like, you hear certain things happening about, the how it affects people, and it is dramatic. It is, obviously very concerned if you're already at risk. But if your immune system is semi ready for it, it just ends up being the cold, or flu. So, or at least for me in my immediate circle, obviously there's been people affected by it in my circle, and that have not made it. So, I just want to be clear. I'm not trying to downplay the risks of it. It's a serious thing. So I don't know. Jury's still out whether I'm like now immune, but I don't want to take that risk, and I wouldn't want to put anybody at that risk, unless it's like confirmed that, hey, I'm immune and I got it and now I can take the train or whatever. So I'll sort that all out. I'll plot that all out for the rest of the season. But yeah, I'm just up here in Toronto. It's colder, but we have a 1 in 30 year polar vortex happening right now. So today's a nice day. It's supposed to get back down, so I'm just out in the backyard when I came. So rambling video as always. Me not playing golf, which is by design on these videos. If you've started to subscribe to this channel and you're like, when the heck is this guy going to play golf? I usually don't like in these videos because I just find it so distracting. Like, out on the course trying to do a course vlog. I know people love them, but this is more of a journey about me just trying to get back to competitive golf. And I feel the best way to prepare for playing competitive golf is preparing to play for competitive golf. And sure, I take video, I drop a camera down there once in a while if I want to see my swing on the course, which I like to do. But doing a whole course vlog, I'm grinding, trying to work on my mental routines, my scoring, keeping focused. So I just found early on having a camera takes me away from that. Some of the things that I, just as a tangent, some of the things that I really found that helped me are those things that are outside of the actual game. So nutrition, I talked about this maybe in another video. My metabolism's really fast, and I noticed that right around, I would have problems with par 3s. I looked at my scoring stats and I was like, I'm a lot over par for par 3s. So if I could get 3 or 4 threes on the card, parring all the par 3s on the course, that would be a good thing. That would just automatically lower my scores. And I only have to make a par. And I started analyzing, and most courses have a par 3 right around the 7th or 8th hole, if you think about it. And I started to notice I was scoring badly on those holes. So, I'm a little bit of dedicated work on my iron play, but also, you eat before you go out, and then my metabolism would be fast. So that's probably when I was running out of energy. So I was running out of energy, and lack of energy means lack of concentration. So I started, using Kind bars, popping a Kind bar around the 3rd or 4th hole, and my scoring changed. Like, I started playing the last third of each 9 a lot better, because I think what happens is we start a 9, we're excited, it is what it is. If we start badly, we get it back together around like 3 holes, like 4 through 6 or 3 through 6, and then things can go south, and then we reset. We're like, all right, that was the back 9, that was the front 9, we're going to reset, got a new 9, fresh start, and we do the same pattern. If you really look at your scoring, that's sort of what happens. At least that's what was happening for me. So I sort of analyzed that and was like, that could be a nutrition thing. Like, I know, like, my metabolism now. So those are the type of things that I work on in lieu of taking a camera out and just focusing on am I swinging okay. So, those are the type of things that I'm trying to sort of document in this channel. Like, what can you do outside of just pure ball striking? Sure, we want to get better at ball striking, but there's a lot of things that we can also do that will really impact our scores, right? We're here to try to score, especially in tournaments. You don't get a trophy for, you know, who made the nicest video. You get a trophy for who had the lowest score, right? And you're not playing the other guy in your group, you're playing the course. So sort of sorting all that stuff out is helpful. All right, for me at least. So here we are, long rambling video, but I'm up in Toronto. Maybe I'll do another one up here when I can work on some more stuff. And you know, I'm just in the backyard when weather permits. So maybe you're playing golf. If you are, I'm sure they're asking you to wear one of these. Please do that. I think that's a good thing to do. I think that's a good thing to do in general, even if it doesn't do anything. Like it just like, I find it's a little bit of a reminder to myself, hey, you know, do this. Hey, do I really need to go out right now? Like they're gonna find a cure. It's not the end of the world. They're gonna find you know, a vaccine. We've been through this before. It's gonna suck for a little while, but you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel on this. We have to remember that. I mean, it's not easy. But that's the end of my rant. I don't want to rant, but I've been sitting in a basement for like 10 days, so I've had to self-quarantine when I came here, so I've got a lot on my mind. Alright, so I won't bother you with anything more. Please don't unsubscribe. Alright, bye for now, and I'll check in on soon with a new video. Okay, see you later.